Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. We're going to talk about how a Joe Biden win can actually help Vechain. Obviously, some people are concerned about taxes, but that's really not what this video is actually going to be about. I don't actually think he can get that capital gains tax thing passed. I'm pretty sure there's going to be loopholes in it if he gets passed, because rich people always want loopholes in them. So, I'm also projecting that Biden is actually going to win the election right now. That's obviously not certain. The betting odds have him at 85% favored, so he is more likely than not to win at this point. So, how will a Biden win actually help the market? Not the market, VeChain itself in particular. Obviously, like the markets don't really care or aren't really hurting because Biden won because they're up today, and crypto doesn't care either whether Biden or Trump wins because it went up today too. So no one really cares about like that Biden won. It's not doesn't seem to be all that bad for business. So how will this help VeChain in the future? Well, remember the whole like I think our relations with China will actually be a little better. And I don't know if that would have been a problem under Trump with VeChain because VeChain is technically based in Singapore, but let's be honest, most of their executives are actually Chinese and they do have Chinese government connections because the Chinese government, Shanghai Gas and Energy, a lot of those public utilities in China, which are kind of like government run, are going to use VeChain. They seem to have the edge in China when it comes to partnerships. Now that could just be because of the product, but I'm going to guess there's a lot of relationships involved in there. Well, if like Donald Trump has this like trade war with China, obviously, which is I think going to end very soon with under Joseph Biden. I think that definitely will help VeChain expand. So, well, I don't know if it'll definitely help. It should help VeChain expand. It won't run into the problems of like, oh, look, you have Chinese officers and you're really a Chinese company. Therefore, we won't let you expand on this, or we're going to put a tariff on your blockchain product. I don't know how much that actually makes sense, but I'm pretty sure like he could find some way to actually do it. So I think there's going to be a lot of barriers that could possibly be removed because he's not president anymore. That bodes very well for VeChain's investment, obviously. Same thing with like if you're investing in like Tron or other Chinese coins, well, I mean other Singaporean coins that in reality are actually Chinese. Because when the time comes for you to really expand in the United States, gain some mass adoption, you don't have the administration looking on and saying, "Hey, look, it's really a Chinese project." Even though they say they're from Singapore, most of their executive officers are actually Chinese, and therefore we have to stop them somehow. We have to give them a tariff somehow. We have to, we have to like limit their expansion somehow, and we have to charge some fees or something. So without that being the way, I think like let's say like regulatory clarity between the two countries might become a little more clear. We won't have this like indefinite trade war. Because like honestly, if Trump and Xi were to go at it, they'd basically have this trade war forever because neither of those guys are trustworthy. So it's funny because actually they deal pretty well with each other because they're both con men. And con men deal actually very well with con men. So the thing is like this essentially kind of clears the path for more VeChain adoption in the United States. And hopefully, when we get into the year, if Joe Biden wins, we can actually see faster progress in making deals with the United States, especially with their food industry and their agriculture industry. Remember, VeChain was talked about in like a blueberry pilot test back in February. I'm not really sure what happened to that, but I think like with the hurdles actually clear in terms of regulations with a new president, that definitely could speed up VeChain's adoption in the United States, which could mean big returns on profit for us sooner rather than later. So that is the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.